Imagine holding the deed to a massive 4-story canal house in the center of Amsterdam. Now look down at your other hand. You're holding a single dirt-covered flower bulb. In the winter of 1637, those two completely distinct items held the exact same financial value. To understand how a flower became a fortune, we have to step back to 1636. You are standing in a loud, smoke-filled tavern in the city of Haarlem. Chimney sweeps and wealthy merchants alike are packed in tight, throwing their life savings at the chance to get rich quick. There is just one logistical problem. It is the dead of winter. The actual tulips are buried deep in the frozen ground, making any physical exchange impossible. The traders solved this with a financial instrument called an options contract. An options contract is an agreement that gives a buyer the right to purchase an asset at a set price on a specific future date. This piece of paper legally binds you to buy that invisible flower next spring. But you do not have to wait until spring to sell the paper itself. You immediately start trading that piece of paper with the person standing next to you. Human greed was entirely detached from the physical limitations of the dirt. You are no longer trading flowers. You are trading promises. It is week 1. You walk back into the tavern and check the chalkboards. The price of your contract has doubled. You are now a millionaire on paper. As the dopamine floods your system, you feel absolutely invincible. People who ignored you yesterday are now treating you with deep respect. You ditch your old clothes, buy a tailored suit, and start drinking with the elite. Convinced the market will go up forever, you discover leverage. Leverage is the act of using borrowed capital, like debt, to increase the potential return of an investment. You borrow heavily against your own house and your family's savings just to buy more paper contracts. By the first month, you are making what a skilled craftsman earns in 10 years, all in a single afternoon. You are flipping the exact same piece of paper 10 times a day, and you still haven't seen a single physical tulip bulb. The market is completely divorced from the value of a flower. It is pricing the expectation that someone else will pay more tomorrow than you paid today. Then comes February 1637. You walk into the tavern for the routine morning auction. But today, the room is dead silent. You offer your newest contract at the usual inflated price. You look around the room. Nobody raises their hand. You lower the price. Total silence. You lower it again. Still nobody buys. Panic sets in. Your heart rate accelerates, your palms start sweating, and stress hormones flood your system as you lose your grip on the chalk. The buyers are not waiting for a dip. They have completely defaulted on their promises. When the collective illusion of endless profit shatters, purely speculative markets do not slowly decline. They evaporate into thin air. 6 months later, the brutal reality sets in. You owe massive debts to the merchants who sold you the contracts, but the people who owe you money have all vanished or declared bankruptcy. By the first year, the crisis forces the Dutch courts to step in to address the massive society-wide bankruptcy. The courts refuse to enforce any of the outstanding agreements. They officially rule the paper contracts as illegal gambling debts. Your massive fortune, built entirely on unchecked speculation, is wiped out. You are left with nothing but crippling debt and a rotting flower bulb. So, if you were standing in that Haarlem tavern in 1636, would you have cashed out your profits early, or would the greed of paper wealth have pulled you in until the bitter end?